I don't even feel like doing no proper intro for real. It's your boy Divs.
And it's your girl Toy.
And Maddie. I'm scared.
Yeah, she's back there too.
Maddie's back there. She gonna act like she's not gonna talk, but ain't no way you gonna be quiet when you hear this review start happening.
Right.
First review of 2026 was not planned, but we went to see Primate. Mm-hmm. And I'm mad, personally. There was a lot going on. Before we get into the actual review, before I let you, we have no choice but to spoil this movie.
Right.
I don't even know if it's a spoiler for real, but I don't have no choice but to spoil this movie.
Yeah, this whole episode is gonna have to be a spoiler.
The first thing I'm gonna say is we checked, and they said it was gonna be gory, but one of the reviews was very detailed, and it said most of the gore happens off screen. Mm-mm. They lied. That was not the case. There was a lot happening in this movie. Are you okay to talk about this right now?
I don't know, but we just gonna have to do it and get done with it. Mind you, reminder for others and new news to other people. I don't like gory movies. I don't like scary movies. And gore and fear together do not match with my anxiety, because I was freaking out. I was screaming, pause it, as if we were watching a movie at home. So you know how I feel. So
for future reference, I think for scary movies, we're going to have to wait till they come to the house.
We might have to.
I don't think I want to subject you to this again, because that was rough. That was rough. I don't like gore either. And like, as a horror fan, that might sound weird. I like more of the psychological aspect of it, the thriller aspect. I like seeing people work through crazy situations.
Same.
I do not like gratuitous gore, which there was a lot of that in this. The monkey was tripping. And
I explained gratuitous gore.
You said explain it? So I don't like when you are in a scene where something terrible is happening, and like, I haven't been in these situations, right? Some of these situations are made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not something that a lot of people deal with. So, but like, let's take a scene in this movie, for example.
Okay, which one?
The scene with the boy in the room. And we told y'all it's the boy in the room. What's gratuitous about it? You could have did that and whop.
Right.
A couple seconds and it's gone. Not only did we linger there, he was playing around with him. Yeah,
he was. I thought something else was about to happen at one point.
I did too.
I was confused.
Madison, you tried not to laugh.
I was confused. She is laughing. I didn't know what was happening. He with the pin in his wrist down, and I was just like, I know good and well. I know this is not what. And then I'm looking immediately at Madison like, close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes. And then I'm telling myself, close my eyes. I'm not watching this. And I'm like, I know these people did not write this.
I could see if the boy had like threatened to like do something to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then like you got this scene where the monkey like, oh, you thought you was the one, like that was my turn.
Right.
I could see if it was something like that, but this just felt unnecessary. This dude ain't do nothing to this monkey to make him feel like he need to do all that. Like, what we got going on, man?
He didn't do nothing.
Like, the monkey was just torturing him for no reason.
Right.
Like,
coming through with the little stop.
With the little peekaboo.
he just coming through all slow and
oh my gosh,
sensual. Like, I was like, why is this happening?
The monkey was wildin'.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So the movie is short. Let's talk about it.
Is it?
The movie is like an hour and a half.
I feel like we were in there all day.
The movie.
I was just like, oh my god, I can't wait for this to end.
The movie is like an hour and a half, and they did not waste any time. They kind of set up some relationship dynamics, but they did not linger on them at all.
No, because we left the movie wondering who was related to who.
We did not know who these women were.
Connected to who.
Can I say something controversial?
Yes. Are you listening, Madison?
This is where diversity matters. Because if you just gonna throw me into some random characters that I don't know, and they hair get wet, and I don't know who is who, that's a problem for your movie. I didn't know who was who half the time until they started talking. Like that took away. I don't want to say it took away. It took away from the movie a little bit because we're spending time. What happened?
Oh, she's talking about.
So Madison doesn't want to talk for some reason. But she pointed out. First of all, she did point out in the movie that girl hair was looking super thin. I don't know what she had going on.
Right. She's talking about
which one got the scalp pulled?
One of them. It was
It
the
didn't
one
wasn't
that
the whole
died
scalp. It was just a patch.
It was a patch.
He just took a patch of her skin. But
Right.
they just again zoomed in on the piece that came off.
The girl that was pushing up on her man's.
That's the one who got her scalp pulled?
Yep.
Okay.
But it was, again, the camera is switching.
Right.
People is wet.
I didn't know who got their scalp pulled. See, the fact that we having to discuss who got their scalp pulled back, like, that's crazy. She still had hair on her head at the end.
She did.
But he pulled a lot of it off.
Yeah, he did. And he scalped her.
Like in the back, he pulled like a chunk of her head.
Yeah.
Clean off.
Skin and all. But it was difficult to see who was who. And I'm trying to pick up on voices. And then I'm trying to wait. Trying to wait until they get a little drier.
Right.
After they get out of the water to figure out who's who. And again, how they're connected.
So I think the main girl had straight hair.
She had curly.
Well,
Did she?
No.
Girl had a good one right there. Her hair was red.
I know the one girl had red in her hair, right? The friend.
Right, but the friend's hair was kind of wavy and curly a little bit.
Yeah, the
too.
friend's hair definitely was wavy and curly. See, this is crazy that we having to do all of this. The friend's hair was definitely wavy and curly, and she had red in it.
What were their names?
Lucy is the only one.
Okay, yeah, I know Lucy. I think that's all I know.
Yeah, I forgot it too. I know Ben. Ben was the monkey.
Yeah.
You got Dad.
Yeah.
Right? Dad was Dad. Dad was Dad. I remembered.
Wait, is the guy Ted?
I don't think it was Ted.
Dave?
It was like Landon or something. I can't think.
The guy who came to see about the pet.
That's what I'm saying. I think he had it was 2 syllables.
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever his name was 2 syllables.
We saw him for all about 2 minutes.
We saw him at the very beginning, and then we saw him when he came back, and we already knew what happened, so they didn't show us again.
It was very fast paced,
yeah.
and I think that's why they would say the names, but they would kind of grace over them because it's just like me personally.
You could pull it up.
I was just in fear the whole time. So maybe they were saying names, and maybe it was just me that
there were definitely names.
I wasn't paying attention enough to lock in on the names.
There were definitely names. I know the dudes that they called over was just high guys from the plane in the phone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think they had names too. I'm pretty sure one of them called the other one. But it was a lot going on. So again, the setup pretty simple. Friends on a vacation in Hawaii. I guess the girl hadn't been home for a while since her mom passed or something. Mm-hmm. And apparently the monkey was closest to the mom. So I guess I thought that was what they were going to go with. That he was kind of like mourning the mom still. Mm-hmm. But they went rabies route.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like we didn't get to really connect to the characters. She took the spot off like parking. Nope, she pulled it over. We didn't get to really connect to the characters. I really don't think we got to connect to the story that much. Mm-mm. Like, there was a little romance angle. That didn't last very long. Mm-mm. So I don't even know what the point of that was, to be honest, besides making it to where the 2 girls had a little bit of beef.
And to be honest, I think even when people started to die,
mm-hmm.
it was hard to see the connection still, because it's almost as if nobody had time to feel
mm-hmm.
what they felt, because everybody's still in shock, everybody is still afraid. And that was something as well.
There was no real emotions.
No.
Like, besides the sisters caring about each other. Like, I'm pretty sure the dude was one of the girl's brothers, I think.
Right.
But we don't know based on how they interacted with each other. comparing it to another movie, which you did. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, the characters' names. Okay. Best friend, red hair. That was Kate.
Okay.
Kate's homegirl was Hannah.
Okay.
Little sister is Erin.
Okay.
And the guy is Nick.
I do not remember these names. Oh my gosh.
Okay. The two guys from the plane.
They had names? Oh yeah, they did have names.
Drew.
I remember Drew.
And Brad.
Okay.
Okay, this is Ben. This is Ben. And
what's that dude? What the other guy?
Where is this police officer, mother?
Where was the dude that came through?
Where's I don't see the guy, and I don't think he was he a veterinarian or was he
wasn't
just
a veterinarian. He was the handler. The vet was the woman on the phone.
Right.
I don't know who that guy was. It was like a friend or something like that. But
I don't see him in the credits.
That's weird. Let me see something. So, you don't have the app, right?
I don't.
So I was gonna compare. It wasn't Adam. I don't know who Adam was. Maybe it is Adam.
Adam?
Maybe it is Adam. That's not what they called him. I think they might have called him by his last name then. But what I was gonna say, I was gonna compare it to another movie, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Okay.
So we watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies recently, all of us. It's another movie with a group of dumb kids, right?
Right.
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a movie I hated throughout the duration. Like, I could not stand the characters. They were making stupid decisions. They were getting on my nerves. But then when you get to the ending, it's revealed why this was so stupid.
No, Adam was the dad.
Okay,
sorry.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's why it was revealed why this was so stupid. And that worked for me. Also in that movie, if I compare it to this one, we got to know the characters, we got to learn their dynamics, and when things started happening, they were reacting to the things that were happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's accusing this person. Hey, this person's not moving normal. Hey, we don't know her. What's going on with that? Like, we got time to interpret.
But you know what? Even though they didn't make sound decisions, I feel like there was logic.
And bodies,
there was logic behind the stuff that they were doing. Even though the logic didn't make sense to us, it's like, oh, okay, this person thinks like X, Y, and Z, so this is what makes sense. But again, like you talked about, we were able to be with the characters long enough to kind of know backstory, connections,
why this person might not trust that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This one we didn't have a lot.
We didn't know who these people were, and then when they started doing stuff, it was like only one thing could happen at a time most of the time.
Right.
And there's no
least
strategy.
in bodies, people are like ganging up, alliances are being formed.
Right.
Some people are like, okay, we're gonna go this way and you're gonna go this way. No. It's 1v1 the whole time.
My
like
turn.
People scared. Oh, I don't want to jump, so I'm not going. I'm not going to jump in too. I'm not going to hit him while they're hitting him because that's not a fair fight. Like,
but they was taking they was 1v1 and the monkey for no reason.
Exactly, like, especially at the end. Like, your dad sees you getting beat up, and so he jump in,
and y'all sit back and watch,
right? And are screaming, looking at you. Just gonna watch this? You just gonna watch this happen? Like, you not gonna help? Fire still burning. Things to burn. You can burn him.
I thought he was gonna hit him with that alcohol and then throw him on the fire, and he was gonna catch on fire or something. But they didn't do that. Overall, Madison, you gotta chime in for the overall.
Overall, I wouldn't rewatch.
Would not rewatch.
I'm good. Like, that's a one-time thing. What'd you say?
It's muted. Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Sorry, guys. I had to remove this piece of the podcast for privacy reasons. Let's get back into the review. Yeah, I think it was moving so fast that I didn't. It was fine as far as like I wasn't ever checking my watch. So there's a lot of action. It doesn't give you time to really think. But as far as the quality story, like the setup is fine. Story setup was okay. The flow could have been. It could have worked. It could have been like really good for me if we got a little bit more.
No.
You don't think so?
No, because let me tell you why. Okay? When I watch movies like these, my anxiety is to the roof because I'm putting myself in their predicament. I'm putting myself in their situation.
Okay.
So I'm constantly on the lookout for weapons, right? And so in every space and in every place, remember I clocked that whatever was in the
it was
closet.
something big and yellow.
I don't know, right? I clocked that when we were watching it, and I'm just like, okay, why are they not grabbing anything? Even the lamps.
I'm saying like
Dad grabbing the beer bottles and stuff. This is weapons.
Let's be honest.
These are weapons, and I don't know.
You've been alone at home, right?
Yep.
And
I play it in my head.
Exactly,
I'm like, if somebody come in here.
You walk into a room, all right, I can grab that.
Exactly.
Oh, that candle, yep, I throw that at them, and then that'll buy me some time to get to the kitchen.
Is that because we're African American?
That's what I was going to say. Like, but we got to put ourselves in their shoes. These are lily white women that come from a little bit of privilege. Mm-hmm. They ain't never had to be scared in their life for real. And right. that's part of that goes back to the bodies. Mm. They never, most of them kids came from privilege.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, too? I think the flip side of that as well, the other dynamic that comes into play is the fact that Ben is family. Ben has been here. Ben is connected to Mom because Mom was with Ben. Mom did, she
was the linguistics person.
Right. She's been working with Ben. And so getting rid of Ben in their mind, depending on which character it is, could have been like, okay, that's me losing what's left of Mom.
And I get that from the beginning with the sisters of the hesitation.
Right.
Once Ben started catching bodies,
once he bit her, once he bit Aaron, that was it.
Yeah, once he bit Aaron, like kill Ben. Ben got to go.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Right.
If the cat that we got at the house start terrorizing the house and take Ned out, like take Ned a leg. Bite a hole in a leg.
Bite a
he
whole
got to go.
chunk. Exactly.
He got to go.
And we find out, okay, because they had already found out, oh my gosh, he has rabies. Right. Oh, you got rabies.
No, they found that out while they were in the pool. After he bit Aaron. Because then she was
That's what I'm saying. Once it was already determined, okay, maybe it's just like, oh my goodness, maybe he can be saved. It's like, no, he got rabies.
No, he got
so y'all in this pool can't go anywhere, can't do anything.
Right.
Bro, what's the plan? Because we not finna all sleep on this raft.
In the water,
we not finna sleep on this little floaty. That's not gonna be the plan. And we just stay here until what? Somebody shows up.
So one of the other things I was gonna say, what you said kind of reminded me of it. Anytime I watch a scary movie, my big thing is I need the characters to act like people would act in this situation. I did not feel like I got that. Again, we mentioned the two that are connected to him in a real way, hesitant to hurt him, that's understandable. But the rest of it, the 1v1, the not strategizing to like, hey, you distract them while I go here, the like letting people go off and then waiting silently in the distance. Like, why are we doing that?
And even before he started killing, were we the audience, the only people who were aware of that little growl that he had going on? That's
what I'm saying.
That's animalistic.
Not
that's not normal.
Oh, that brings me to another thing. When he was loading up to go break through the glass, why was Lucy so slow to recognize his body language? Like, you grew up with this animal. Right. You know what he's doing.
Wasn't she still laying down on the ground?
They just sat there and stared at him.
She was still, like, sitting there on the ground. And she had her hand behind her back. And I was just like, oh, she waiting on him to come through. Because she finna tot him with something. And there was nothing in her hand.
At that point, I knew that they were just going to sit there and watch and react to him after he did something. Nobody was being proactive at all. They were just sitting back, waiting to see what he did and then reacting to it. Right. And that's the part that's not humanistic to me. No. Hey, you go this way, I'm gonna go that way. He can't get both of us. Would have came up at some point. Right. And then like grab whatever you can grab. Would have came up. Even in body. Grab what you can grab. That came up. Like that's
remember they were grabbing the weights and all of that stuff. Grab something.
That's logical to grab. Like, hey, we are not safe. There's monkey coming after us. We got to do something. And then it was like, even with the rope. Hey, you get the rope. Everybody else just stand still and wait. No. We can. We got 5-6 of us. We can attack this monkey and keep do something to him besides sit here and wait for him to pick us off one by one.
Right. And ain't no tug of war going on. He just slipped that rope between y'all fingers. And I'm thinking the rope is going to break because it's, on the side of the
they showed it like rubbing against the side of the pool.
Right, on the side of the pool and everything. But no, you have the rope underwater. Why are you holding it?
One of them said, we're not going to be able to hold it. She gave up.
She did. And then it just started slipping between everybody.
And then they just let it go. All right, man. What would you rate this movie out of 5? And we got the brown butter scale. We haven't been consistent about it, but I'm curious.
Out of 5.
So what we say, 3 is what, popcorn? Mm-hmm. 2.
I'm giving it a 3.
Really?
I'm giving it a 3. Is that too high?
I think so. What you say? 4?
4.5?
Out of 5?
Out of 5?
You liked it that much? Okay.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Besides, so what was the why are you taking the half off then? The gore? Was it just the gore was too much?
A lot of stuff that makes sense. The police call just didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
She kept asking her,
who's
trying to kill you, and she just couldn't say it.
And then when
she
did,
didn't look at the window either, and she could have pressed the button. If he kept unlocking it, she could have just sat there like this.
And the crazy thing is, how many people out here got a pet monkey? Number one, they could have did some research and figured out who that is. I don't think the police came at the end until they called the police.
You think they called? No, I thought they were showing up after the monkey fell.
You sure?
You think they just
heard?
The audio?
I don't remember.
I think they were already on the way. They just showed up after. You know how these movies do that all the time.
I know they heard her dying.
I can appreciate what Maddie just said, because I know when she's rating movies, she's rating on the entertainment value.
Right.
So on the entertainment value, I think it was entertaining, and that's what makes it hard for me. I can respect your 3 as well,
and that's why I said that.
Reason.
I feel like it was entertaining,
right? But
the holes is what did it for me, where I was just like, that's. I would have appreciated it more if it had been, like you said, things that we as human beings would have done, how we would have responded. In these moments, because even with the guy, what was the second boy from the plane that died,
the black dude.
We see him grab the shovel,
right,
and then next thing we know, we cut back to him, and then he's getting beat by the shovel. It's just like,
we knew Ben was stronger than him though.
True, but it's just like you don't do anything, and again, you're up there with the fire pit.
Yeah,
what's happening?
I can't excuse that because I feel like he was not prepared to fight. He thought he was coming there to party, and all of a sudden he getting attacked by an ape, and he wasn't ready for that at all.
And maybe he was still inebriated, and because he had a beer when he got there, and who knows what he had before.
But so what I'll say is, it's hard for me to get it to a 3. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a 2. And then that gives us a 2.5 as our grade.
Okay.
And I'm fine with that. 2.5. We said 2 is a movie, some people going to like it, some people not, or most people not. Mm-hmm. If you're a person that needs it to be cinema, you're not going to enjoy it.
Right.
If you need a great plot line, a storyline, you need some type of message or whatever, you're not going to enjoy it.
No.
But if you're just there for entertainment, like you said, you can put it on the background. A 2 is a movie that I could just put on one day just to kill some time and not have to think about it after, for real.
I mean, I feel like people who like horror movies,
that too.
Yeah, they'll appreciate it.
And there's people that genuinely just love the gratuitous gore,
right?
Over the top,
right?
The over the top is gratuitous. The over the top gore, we don't gotta see multiple shots of the woman head getting beat in. We don't gotta see the slow pull of the skin coming apart. We don't need to see none of that.
And why,
but some people love that.
I feel like, and this is what I was gonna say before we started recording.
Okay.
I feel like, and I don't know if it was purposeful or what, but I feel like he took it a lot easier on the family.
Right.
Than he did on everybody else, because we see him fighting the dad, but it almost it feels Like two guys.
He wasn't hitting
right.
as hard
Two
as
guys
he was
fighting
hitting
that have the same
like
amount of strength. It didn't feel like that. And then when he back slapped.
No, he slapped the mess. He slapped the mess out of her. Hold up, better slap Ben on Lucy or a Halloran when he slapped Pennywise.
Oh,
but that made us.
Yep, everybody got back slapped.
It said Pat. I said, oh.
She spit. She flipped all the way around.
He slapped her like she was a bad woman, like that. Just like he was an abusive husband. She burned his dinner or something. Like,
gosh.
What a Pat?
That's problematic. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't.
That's the energy he had.
But I was like. But the fact that
like he was mad at her, he was frustrated with her. Like,
but you know what? Even in that though, it wasn't as hard as he beating in heads, beating in chests, ripping off jaws, and he was trying to rip off Lucy's jaw.
Did it slow though.
And I don't know why she didn't just bite them fat fingers that was in her mouth.
That was so nasty.
I would have bit him. We would have been going at it. Like, listen, I would have been on the time that what was her name on? Kate. I would have been on Kate's time. Like when she was in there,
Kate was doing her
beating
thing.
that chest and stuff like that. But she didn't keep the energy the whole time.
Yeah, it took her a while to get there, and then she.
But even when she got there, she didn't. You gotta stay there or take it up.
A part that pissed me off. She hit him with the thing. He fell. He went flying.
She leaves it.
And then she dropped it immediately. Like, bro, he is still here. He's coming back. Like, you need that.
And then she died like 2 minutes after that.
Right. She had nothing in her hands to fight him with.
Nope. So and then she looking over her shoulder, trying to run down the stairs. Make it make sense, Kate. I'm sorry.
And so that's where it kind of loses me a little bit. And I question, why is he not trying to kill Lucy like he was killing the rest of them? Mm-hmm. And I could accept, there's the closeness of the family or whatever. That's why he didn't go as hard on them as he went on everybody else. Mm-hmm. But again, if you're going to do that, I would expect you to have him communicating something to them.
Right.
Like, you had the communication board. You know what I'm saying? You had all of that stuff. Him just saying Lucy bad. Why is Lucy bad?
And then dead. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
tell
you
me
mad
more.
at them?
Because over this time that you've been staying with this family, I know you know more words.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could have made it. They could have made it like he felt like Lucy abandoned him or something.
Right. Because even when him and Lucy went up under the couch, and she's swinging at him and he's swinging at her, and they. I'm sorry, that was so funny for me.
Oh my god!
Because I'm just like, why is she getting up under the couch?
I was like, the first time she went under there, I got it. She was trying to get away from him. Right. But now y'all didn't already tussled a bit. Like, you got no reason to be doing this.
Right.
Like, come on, get up and walk.
You're under there. He's under there. He's swinging and trying to grab at you, and you screaming. He's screaming. Like, I'm like, what is happening? What's happening?
Oh my gosh. Can you pull up the director? I'm curious what they've done, what else they've done. I got some ideas, some thoughts based on the style.
Johannes Roberts.
Oh,
sorry.
That's fine. You did it. You pronounced it Americanly. I tried to put that little swing on it.
Okay.
Known for Resident Evil. Nope. Next. 47 meters down. Okay. VHS. I haven't seen those, but I hear they're like. Tyler is a horror person. He likes the VHS movies. So I'm not surprised by that. The 48 meters or 47 meters down, I think that's a shark one. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's a shark movie, but that makes sense. Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Anything else that we missed that you wanted to say?
No, I'm just never watching this again. I don't know how Madison can do it, but I guess... watch it again. Like it.
I think this. I done seen some of that stuff they got there.
Yeah.
So the gore for you is.
When I seen the
gore not
at Freddy's movie, I was. It didn't have as much gore. Like all the deaths was off scenes and stuff. Mm-hmm. But then when you really think about like the animatronics and what's inside of it, it would make sense if it was a little bit more.
Gotcha. So gore is not a deal breaker for you.
Let's see.
After
while
seeing
we
this
were
movie.
watching it, it wasn't until the jaw scene, and I had to see it slowly get ripped off.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
It's some point
He
in
was
me.
still awake and alive after it had happened. I was like,
Yeah, that was a lot. Like, for me, just end it. Like, we know what's happening. We know that you're killing them. Like, just do it. Like, we don't need all of that. In my opinion, that's how I feel. I don't like gore, especially like drawn out glory scenes. I'm not a fan.
And I'm sorry, I was over talking Madison. I'm sorry about that, but I was saying there's no point in me looking at the other things Johannes has directed because I don't watch. I wouldn't have watched these. Maybe Resident Evil because that kind of takes me back to my childhood when with the game.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
I feel like there's a new one coming out, but we ain't gonna talk about that here.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty.
It's good to be back. First review of 2026.
2026. And we did it with Madison.
And Madison spoke up at the end. Shout out to Madison. We'll be back. We may do an award. You want to do awards this year?
Maybe.
2025? All right. Let's do it. We'll talk about it. But until next time, folks. Peace.